more importantly than the technical skills, I'm assuming they will have great technical skills, especially if they graduate from IE, but is the people skills and the relationship and the collaboration skills that will help them move from one function in finance to the other one. And as they move from one to the other, they will get elevated and elevated.
Hi Ignacio, welcome.
John, how are you? Thank
Very
you.
good,
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, I guess one of the first questions is, were you always destined to be a finance guy?
Absolutely not. My undergrad in college was biology, microbiology as a matter of fact. We were planning for med school, and then after I finished biology, I decided med school wasn't my thing. So I went through a year of a little bit of soul searching, helping family with business and whatnot, and then speaking with friends. One of them was going for an MBA programming. He encouraged me to visit the college with him, and that's what got me into business school, and from there into finance, and from there into business. So, but clearly, no, I wasn't predestined to be in finance. Yeah.
So there's a message for all students there.
Absolutely.
You can go from anywhere to anywhere.
You can go from anywhere to anywhere. It's just follow your dreams. Yeah.
And how did you end up at Disney?
So after I graduated from school, I wanted to be in finance. So I joined a small company in Luxembourg in venture capital. This was the early 90s. And I very quickly found that Luxembourg wasn't for me. It was very formal. I didn't have family, didn't have friends. I was young. It was a very boring lifestyle. And venture capital, while I loved it, I didn't really love it. At the time, Disney was building the park in France, and they were recruiting massively. There was a lot of marketing about what you could do at Disney in the different jobs. And I knew a couple of people who had just started working at Disney. So I sent my resume, I applied, and I started at the very junior level. I was hired first as an intern and then financial analyst, and I got up. This was when the park was being built, just 1 year before it opened, 1991.
So in the 26 years subsequent to that at Disney, what would you consider to be the highlights of your career?
That's a tough question, because if I had a highlight, it means that now I'm on the right. No, I would say
it'd be onwards and upwards.
No. But what I would say is, every job I've had with Disney, I've had multiple jobs. There've been many highlights in the career, and like everything, you have good days, you have tough days, you had great memories, you have bad memories. We always try to keep the good ones and be positive about it. But there's been so many highlights. I met my wife at Disney. My best friends are all over the world. We met them at Disney. Achievements in terms of working in a company like the parks that were struggling financially, and we kind of fixed a lot of things there. Changing the organizational model in Latin America, changing the organizational model in Europe when we moved to London, working in a global company like Consumer Products based in Los Angeles. It was all phenomenal. And then the last job, we also integrated the gaming business, video games, which is a much younger audience, very different from what we did before. So I was learning a lot, and I think that was also the highlights. Like, no matter how old you think you are, you can always learn to the extent you want to. So plenty of highlights. Yeah, it's great memories all over the place. Yeah.
And from that, what would you suggest to students who want to become a CFO in the future or plan that kind of career path?
I would say CFOs can be, depending on the companies, the CFO role can be, or the finance role can be very different, from operations finance to being more into investment banking and whatnot. The CFO role encompasses a few things. There's part of it is about fiduciary responsibilities and compliance. Part of it is about being strategic as well, and being a partner with the strategy folks or with top management, the operators. But when you're in finance, you need to understand where you're coming from. You need to know the history. You have financial reporting, you have controllers work, you have audits to do. You have to know what the company is doing, because you're helping operations get to their goals. So you really need to be able to hold hands and go into details as well. But also you need to plan into the future, because you're planning budgets and strategic plans as well. So it's a very holistic job. I would say for people who want to be in finance and who aspire to be a CFO, they could start anywhere. They could start in accounting, they could start in strategy, they could start in FP&A, financial planning and analysis, or in audit. It's just having the hunger to touch different things, learning different things. And more importantly than the technical skills, I'm assuming they will have great technical skills, especially if they graduate from IE, but is the people skills and the relationship and the collaboration skills that will help them move from one function in finance to the other one. And as they move from one to the other, they will get elevated and elevated.
So curiously, it's not all academic, financial reporting
absolutely.
type stuff.
I think it's both. It goes hand in hand. We could have very strong technical skills. Our social skills are as important as well. You want to work with people, but you want people to want you to work with them as well, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're a finance person that is more of a control freak and very controlling and very directive, probably you're not going to go too far, especially if you only go up, right?
Okay.